Are you looking to buy a car in 2026 but definitely don't want to spend hours and hours in a dealership trying to negotiate the best deal? If you answered yes, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you my 5 simple steps on how to get the best deal and eliminate all that time within the dealership. And without waiting, let's just go ahead and jump into the video. So step 1 is the one part of the process where we recommend that you as a consumer go into the dealership to do that. And this step is to test drive the vehicles that you're interested in. When it comes to buying a new car, especially in 2026, you want to make sure you're doing your research and your due diligence to make sure you're buying the car, the exact car that you want to buy. So in this step, you need to get detailed. You need to know exactly what make and model you want to buy. You want to know exactly what trim level and features that you want in your new vehicle. And I would even break it down to the exact color that you want to buy as well. The more information that you know going into your car buying process, it only helps you down the line. After you drive a lot of vehicles that you like and you narrow down exactly the one you want to buy, you are ready to now go shopping. Which brings us to our second step. Step 2 is getting a pre-approval at your bank or your credit union. If you're financing, you want to do this step as soon as possible. You want to know exactly how much you can get approved for because you don't want to spend hours of negotiating if you don't actually know that you can get approved on the car. So it's always good to know that you can get that amount approved at your bank or credit union. And then generally, it also helps you on your rate. You can use this rate at your bank to negotiate a better rate at the dealership, but I'm going to get into that later on. So you know exactly what car you want to buy. You've already gotten your pre-approval. It's going to take us into step number 3. Number 3 is the fun part where you can actually negotiate the best deal possible on the vehicle that you're trying to buy. And this step is pretty simple. You want to find a bare minimum of 5 dealerships that have that car that you want to buy. You want to call all of them and get out the door worksheets. Now, the more dealerships that you can call, you're going to get a better deal because the more competition, the more that price is going to drive down. More competition incentivizes a better deal. We always recommend to call a lot of dealers because sometimes you're going to run into dealers who are going to refuse to send you pricing, or if they do, it's got a lot of BS dealer add-ons. But after you call these dealerships and you get the best price possible, you want to take that and shop it against every other dealership that you're going to call or that has the vehicle that you want to buy. By having that worksheet in writing, it's going to incentivize other dealerships to see if they can beat that deal. After repeating this process, you're going to come to a point where you have a very good deal. And the way you know that is when you take that very good deal and you shop it against other dealers and they refuse to either beat it or match it. At that point, you know you have a very good deal. This step here is by far the most time consuming because it's really going to be that back and forth with the dealerships. But keep in mind, if you never go into the dealership, you still have the leverage. You have the leverage of sitting at home, calling all these dealers and tell them, I'm not coming in until we get the best deal. It's going to lead to all these dealerships fighting for your business without ever having to put the pressure on you. Now you found the best deal, you're ready for step 4. And before we get into step 4, if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living, and I work at a company called True Price. At True Price, people hire us because they don't want to deal with the dealership. Yes, we're going to help get you the best deal possible on the new car and maximize your trade-in value, but the real benefit of our service is that you never have to deal with all the back and forth and all the headaches that the dealerships are going to put you through. Because in 2026, car buying should be easy. It shouldn't be barbaric as it was in the 1980s. It should be easy, transparent, and somewhat enjoyable. And for more info about our service, you can go to truepriceauto.com. But let's continue on with the video. You know exactly what vehicle you want to buy. You've got a pre-approval at your bank, and you've now found the best deal. It now leads us into step 4, where it's time to negotiate your trade-in. For your trade-in, you want to get third-party quotes from places like CarMax and Carvana. After you negotiate the best deal possible on the new vehicle, you then tell the dealership that, hey, I was going to sell my car privately, but would you be interested in maybe potentially trading this in? They're always going to say yes, and they're always going to put a low number on your vehicle. The reason being, the lower they can trade that car, the more money they're going to make on the sale, the more profit margins that are in that vehicle. After they give you that number, you can tell them that you have a CarMax offer for $3,000 more. Can you beat this? At this point, if they can match your CarMax offer or your Carvana offer, you then also have a benefit that is in a lot of states within the U.S. It's called a trade tax benefit. By trading in your car, you lower the amount of sales tax that you're paying. So keep this in mind. It's always good to see if they can beat your third-party quotes, but then also trade it because then you get not only a great number on your trade-in, but you also get the trade tax benefit. Keep in mind that's not in every state. Like California, for example, there is no tax benefit there. But make sure to check if your state qualifies for that. Another reason we recommend to throw the trade-in at the very end is because if you throw the trade-in at the beginning as a consumer, they can maneuver the numbers around to show like a really big discount on their car and then less for your trade. But if you focus on getting the best deal of the vehicle first, then maximizing your trading by isolating it, you're going to maximize in both areas. Now the dealership dealership is matching your CarMax offer that you have, and you're getting the trade tax credit. That's phenomenal. You're now ready for step 5. Step 5 is finalizing the deal. At this point, you can tell the dealership that, hey, I have a pre-approval for 6%. Can you beat my rate at my credit union? At this point, you still do not want the dealership to run your credit. The only way you should let them run your credit if they can tell you 100% that they can beat the rate that you're qualified for. And don't let them tell you that they can't look until they run your credit. They have rate sheets and they deal with the banks every single day. I promise you that finance director can tell you if he can beat your rate or not. If they can confidently say that they can beat your rate at your own bank, then I am perfectly okay. You guys go ahead and do credit with the dealership. But keep in mind, if they cannot beat your rate, stick with your bank. And if you stick with your bank, they never ever have to run your credit. Now, even though you're finalizing the deal, you should still be at home until they give you 100% confirmation that they're beating your rate. You have your exact price and your exact payment in writing, and everything is 100% approved with no hiccups. At this point, your deal is finalized and you are more than welcome to go in and pick up your new vehicle. The only thing from here that you should be doing is signing your finance paperwork or any other paperwork that requires you to finalize the deal. All negotiations are done. You got a great rate on your new vehicle. You got a great number on your trade-in value, and you just saved hours of time that you would have to go in and all the games that they're going to try to deploy on you at the dealership. I promise you, if you follow these 5 steps, car buying is somewhat enjoyable. It doesn't have to be a headache all the time if you do it the right way. But guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps. And for more content like this, please go ahead and subscribe and let us know in the comments what exactly you thought of the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.